Jonesville is the city of champions, Kathy Bonsteel. You've got to be excited.
Excited is not the word for it. I got great kids that are doing great things. They've done something that no one else in Jonesville history has ever done, so it's fantastic.
Carter Ballinger wins the state in a 130-pound weight class. John Rodriguez finished fourth. And then a team bowling championship as well for the guys.
You know, it was amazing. It was the first year that I actually got a chance to watch the bowlers for a complete day, start to finish. And then I got to see Jonathan and Carter win his state championship, and Jonathan placed fourth. I couldn't ask for anything any better.
You also have a lot of other things going on. Obviously, the spring sports getting started. The weather is what it is. I know your kids are working hard. And you also have a young lady in the national hoop shoot.
Yes, Corinne Playford. The young lady, I believe they're heading to Massachusetts for her to compete. She's got a chance to win it all. She's a hard worker. She's a very dedicated young lady, and we so look forward to her success, and we applaud her on.
Jonesville hosted the regionals where Hillsdale was fortunate enough to win that championship. You guys were tremendous hosts for that.
Thank you.
Jonesville is the city of champions. Carter Ballinger, come on up here, young man. Carter, to win that state championship meet just had to be a dream come true for you.
Oh, yeah, it definitely was. I mean, 4 years in the high school working hard, 10 years total. I've been practicing a long time for it, putting a lot of hard work, and just finally paid off. When
the season started, did you think that you had that within your range? Did you think it was a possibility for you going forward?
Yeah, I mean, after last year, I lost in the semifinal by 2 points. So, I mean, I put signs up in my room saying 2 points from gold and 2014 state champ and all that stuff. It was just expected.
Do you do other sports?
Yeah, I'm a 5-sport varsity athlete.
5 sports?
Yeah, football, soccer, wrestling, obviously, track, and I played baseball a year.
So in your free time, you sleep?
Yeah, basically.
Pretty much. Do homework. Carter Ballinger is a state champion in the wrestling division 130. Talk a little bit about that state tournament, obviously culminating. You guys wrestled at the Palace, right?
Yep, it was at the Palace. It's just crazy up there. You have weigh-in when you get there, and then you wrestle 1 match that day, come back and wrestle 2 matches the next day, have another weigh-in, and then you wrestle the finals. And I mean, you just got to have 3 good days. There's so many upsets up there. It's just, you have to have 3 good days, the best days you ever wrestled, and put them together.
During the course of the season, what was your record?
My record before state was 43-1.
And so who was the one, I want to talk about the 43, but the one loss, what happened there?
I was wrestling down at Hudson, the Super 16 tournament. It's a tough tournament. I don't know, I went in cocky, I guess, and lost a match in the semis, 6-2, something like that.
And from that point on, you ran the table?
Yeah.
All the way to a state title?
Yeah, I let that loss motivate me, and I beat the kid 5 times in high school so far, so I'm 5-1 against him overall. So.
Your training regimen has got to be pretty intense. I know all you guys work really hard. Talk a little bit about some of that process of getting ready for this kind of a run.
We hit our drills hard every day at practice. It's one of the toughest sports. You got to be worrying about staying on weight. You got to be worried about winning. I mean, it's just a lot of pressure. So we go into practice and we work hard to prepare ourselves for competition. Competition is where you get to show off everything you've done, all the hard work you put in. So
Carter Ballinger is a state champion in wrestling at the 130-pound weight class from Jonesville High School. I've been hearing your name forever. Mike Flynn doing the sports every morning on WCSR. Building toward this moment, you go up to the tournament. You mentioned at the Palace of Auburn Hills. Were you more nervous than usual? Were you anxious, and did you have some anxiety going into it, or were you super confident?
Wednesday night, I actually had a skin infection the week before on my neck, so I didn't know if I was going to be able to wrestle. I didn't know if I was going to pass inspection. So for that entire week, I wasn't able to practice. So when I got up there, after I passed inspection, I was really nervous before inspection, but afterwards, all the nerves went away, and I was just ready. I've trained my whole life for this.
When you were in that tournament at the Palace, had you faced any of those guys before, or were they all new to you?
Going into the bracket, I'd wrestled 9 of the kids. I was 9-0 against them. I'd never wrestled the other 7. I ended up wrestling 4 kids I'd never wrestled before at that tournament.
What was the toughest match at the Palace?
Toughest match was probably for me the semifinal, because it was just a mental block. Last year I lost by 2 points. And it doesn't matter who I was going to wrestle there. It was going to be a tough match just because of the mental block that I was faced with.
Your final championship bout, tell us about that.
I just spent a lot of time preparing for it. I knew I had 6 minutes left in my high school career. And I knew, getting God put me in that position. My family was supporting me, and I had to go out and get that win. But we haven't had a state champ in 39, 40 years, so just been a while.
Congratulations,
knew
man.
I had to do it.
That is so exciting. And so you did it. What was your reaction and your family's reaction when you pulled it off?
Just excited. Finally got it done.
Do you have a big belt made, put in up in your room somewhere, or is that
No,
just a
no.
dream of mine?
Yeah, it's just a dream of yours.
So you won that championship. Obviously, you've got to feel this huge amount of relief and also just pure elation, I would think, to get that done.
Yeah, I was so relieved. I mean, there's so many kids go up there and finish second their senior year. They never reach their dream, their goal, what they train their entire lifetime for. So it was just such a relief to get it off my chest.
John, if you have a second, John right over here, bring him up. Tell me a little bit about John Rodriguez. He finished 4th at 2:15.
John Rodriguez is an extremely strong kid, and he works hard, and his hard work pays off. He went in seeded or ranked 8th or something like that, and put together a couple great wins Saturday and had a heartbreaking last match.
John, just real quickly, tell me a little bit about your experience at the Palace of Auburn Hills. Were you kind of nervous going into it, or did you feel you had a chance?
Oh, yeah, I was really nervous. I mean, I wasn't even supposed to place at all, so going in and getting 4th was really great for me. And beating some of the kids that I really wasn't supposed to. Like Jake Morgan from Hudson, he was ranked 2nd out through the state. I beat him a week before districts. We went into districts in the finals match. He beat me. We met each other in the state going in for 7th or 8th place. I ended up beating him. So, I mean, and then from there on, Saturday I had a great day. I mean, that loss for 3rd and 4th was rough for me. So, I mean, I just tried as best as I did, and ended up there was good. 4th was good.
John Rodriguez finished 4th of the state at 2:15. What did it mean to your team to see? This is another question for you, John. What did it mean for your team to see Carter, get to the very top of the mountain and win that championship?
It was amazing. I mean, the past wrestlers were there and everything. Like Tyler Hicks, he was there. He was an amazing wrestler. Couldn't even sit down during his match. Like, he was all out just jumping around, like acting like he was down the match. It was great for everybody, even everybody, all the bystanders that were watching were just amazed by it, so it was great.
Carter Ballinger, the state champion. John Rodriguez finished 4th. You made everybody in Jonesville and our entire county proud. Congratulations.